Good morning, Guardians. It is Ebontis here, and we are back at it on November 17th for a good old Xur video. Quick review of what he's got and where he is located. Of course, the flashpoint is on Titan, so we know he's going to be on the rig. So go ahead and load up the rig landing zone, turn to your left, and he will be over here not too far away. Kind of one of the quick ways to find him is just go pretty much straight this direction. You might have some enemies up here. If you do, just veer over here to the left. Pretty much what you're looking for is going to be this little platform and door right here. A little easier to get there with the Titan, but of course I think you guys can see how to get there. Just a few other people here, so let's jump in and see what he's got. Alright, Guardians, so first thing is first, we've got Hardlight. Now, for an auto rifle, it's actually not too shabby. Has some pretty good purposes, definitely depending on, for the rotating burns and damage types and things like that. But another good one as well. Ionized polymer, ballistic attack platform. The system's lethality is dynamically robust across tactical spaces. It's a mouthful. So, we've got volatile light. Rounds fired from this weapon have no damage fall-off. Now, for an auto rifle, that is a big deal. If you can get full damage at long range, that makes a huge difference. So, it has a pretty decent advantage in that alone. Just the fact that you can use it at lots of ranges, still get full damage. Maybe a little harder to hit them, but, if somebody's running away or you're in like a longer tunnel, but you still want to keep using the weapon, still got a decent opportunity to get full damage out of it. Also over-penetrates targets and ricochets off hard surfaces. Now, if you've got somebody who's like retreating around a corner, and you can kind of get a decent angle on the wall, you can actually finish them off potentially with this. I've done it before. It's not very frequent that you're going to use those ricochets, but I've actually had them, come in every so often, so kind of fun to use. Got polygonal rifling, increased stability. Got alloy magazine, faster reloads when empty, so may as well just jump through that whole thing. We've got composite stock, increased stability and handling speed. This is what makes this gun unique. You can pick arc, solar, or void. Now, you can't change them on the fly like you can with the sniper rifle, the Borealis, but all you got to do is come in here to your menu, switch the weapon type. You're not going to lose ammo, and you're going to go from arc to void to, to solar and get them all. So it's pretty cool in that regard, honestly, just because not a lot of things can do that. So definitely a cool thing. It's going to be an energy auto rifle, so enjoy it. The range is nice. If you don't have this one, I would pick it up. Secondly, we've got the Lucky Raspberry for the Warlocks. So, Probability Matrix increases the chaining capabilities of Arc Bolt Grenade and has a chance to recharge it each time it deals damage. Now, in my opinion, arc bolt grenades are fairly weak. You're not going to kill anybody with them. Now, if you get them back quickly, you can throw it, maybe, but I would have to do some testing to see how frequently that one comes up. But in general, I don't think this one's going to be one of the highest top tier for hunters, per se. If you like arc bolts, then, maybe it's your thing, but personally, they just haven't served me very well so far. You can go either 2 mobility and 2 resilience, or 2 1 and 1. Those are pretty much your options, but yeah, pretty straightforward chess piece for the hunters. If you like arc bolts, here you go. If you don't, then probably not for you, or just pick it up for a collection, depends on how many marks you've got. Next, we've got the Synthos not Synthoscopes. They look cool, I'll definitely give you that. So they look kind of futuristic and green and veiny, they're kind of weird. So, Biotic Enhancements. Increases melee lunge range, improve melee damage when surrounded. So, the melee lunge range is probably not going to be that big, especially in a PvP situation. It's probably not going to give you a huge advantage. You might get the melee off first, which may give you a smidge of an advantage so you can start firing, because if you get 2 melees and then fire, or 1 melee and then fire, you're probably going to kill somebody if they're just trying to punch you to death, because it does take 3 punches, which is still a little frustrating sometimes, but that's just me. But yeah, just increase melee lunge range. You're not going to use this very much in a PvE situation because there's not a lot of places that you want to be in proximity range to punch because you're likely going to get smashed. Improved melee damage when surrounded. Now, if you have a whole bunch of thralls and you can punch them, maybe. But if you're punching a thrall, you're going to kill it anyway. And if you're surrounded, you don't want to be surrounded by knights that you can punch with more damage. Hope you guys kind of see where I'm going with this. Again, not really a huge benefit that I can see on these. Again, people may have comments below. Leave them below. Of course, just haven't used these as much. I think I got them fairly recently, so just haven't had a lot of chance to experiment with them. You're going to have 1 resilience and 2 resilience and 1 recovery, or 1 resilience and 2 recovery are your perk options. And finally, we come to the Carne Stein Armlets. So they look pretty cool in the picture. Actually, we'll have to pick these up because I don't have them for my Warlock yet. I haven't actually seen them anywhere, hardly talked about. So I've got Vampire's Caress. Melee attacks grant health recovery. Kind of cool. And melee, grenade, and class ability energy. Okay, so in theory, these have some decent benefit to them. Now, not as experienced with the Warlock, just because I've been saving that class to do a full playthrough, and PC came out, and building a PC and other things, been distracted. So, that's a little tease of what's to come also on the channel. Melee attacks grant health recovery. It's not a bad thing. If you're medium on health, you get, a melee attack. It doesn't say kill, anything like that, so just an attack grants health recovery. That's a nice thing to have. Melee, grenade, and class ability energy also getting a boost when you get those melee attacks. Occasionally you'll be running around, and it could be anywhere. I mean, I've been in, the throne room for Callus and punched something. So if you do that and you get a little bit of energy back, it's not a bad thing. Do I think it's going to be the ultimate top, exotic, being as it's based on melees? No, but it's those certain times where, if you don't have a great exotic or you want to start out with this one or you just want to test it out, it could actually have some decent benefits because with Devour, consuming your grenade, having that up and ineffective, continually getting those kills, punching stuff, having a decent amount of health, I could see where this could have some fun benefits. Do I think there are exotics that are better? Sure. But do I think this one's pretty good? It seems like it could be pretty decent, so... As always, guys, Xur is pretty sparse on his inventory. Definitely not like Destiny 1 before. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, comments. If you have more experience with any of this armor, let me know. Again, I'm not fully versed in everything. And then, of course, hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't yet, guys. I do appreciate those. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Ebontis, on twitter.com/Ebontis, and, of course, right here, follow. Hit that little alert bell next to that subscribe button, and you guys will know when new videos come out. As always, thank you guys for all the support, and I will see you soon. Have a good one.